All right, good morning, everyone. Um, interesting team news. Just waiting for the game to get kicked off here in a second. Um, let's see. Um, let's see how it goes. It's an interesting matchup today. Steven Gerrard would love nothing more to end United's winning streak at Villa Park. Of course, United players have a lot of pressure today. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. Bruno Fernandes at the point to prove. Oh, Coutinho's on the bench. I bet you he brings him on. What better way for Coutinho to do this than to ex-Liverpool player to come back and score against United? All right, here we go. Big opportunity for Anthony Elanga. Bold decision by Ragnick to drop Maguire. I think it's the right one. He's not been playing that well. It's terrible touch by Below. Just knocked it out. Okay. Villa have a good team, especially now that they got that left back from Everton. So let's see. Okay, Matic is playing today. Back pass to De Gea. Man, I miss these old days of football where the goalkeeper boots along. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. So Villa are favorite today, if you were to believe the Google analytics for this game. Okay, here we go. Konsa concedes an early corner. I love that their right back is called Cash. Okay, United looks like they may have practiced this on the training pitch. Ooh, that's an interesting. So this seems like they have practiced a couple of different things this week with the new coaching staff. It's like a weird sort of near post formation focus. Do have a bit of a height advantage, but I don't know why Mason is standing there to get the short corner. Let's see. Okay, that was a fail. Bruno didn't get it past the first man. Yeah, it was back-to-back corners. It seemed like they may have worked on something in training, but didn't quite translate. They had isolated some of the taller fellows on the Aston Villa team. Ooh, Elanga, has he drawn a foul? No, just a throw in. Oh, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. Yeah, what a day for him. Number 36, playing out this 4-2-2 towards the left-hand side. Probably Ragnick has been impressed because he's a youngster, probably with a good work ethic. Can help out Telles with Shaw suspended. Cavani seems to be ready for this game today. But yeah, again, some sort of a weird near post attempt that didn't quite work out. This is interesting. So clearly it seems like some of Ronaldo's harsh words may have worked for the team. Here's Mr. Federico Gonzalez. I wonder if he's going to be a little bit more advanced today with Matic playing. And McTominay is suspended. And Donnie, yeah, who knows what's going on with Donnie? Does not seem like. I think Ole was really unfair to him. Could have helped him develop into the Premier League better. But now it seems like he's just a player on his way out. I quite like Tellez's creativity. I think he's a good passer. It's a good cross on him. Does he just draw another foul? This one's a little bit closer to the goal. Sanson, there's a neat little interplay between him and Bruno. And I wonder if there's ways they need to include Tellez into the game plan, even with Shaw playing. Maybe he can be the more advanced of the two for some of the bigger games against teams that they have to primarily defend against during the Champions League for some of the final 30 minutes if you are lucky enough to be ahead against Atletico or maybe if they go past Atletico. Okay, I'm hoping this time they don't try this weird dip to the front post that they've tried these couple last corners and free kick. All right, there's some pushing and shoving. The referee is trying to get Mings. Is Matic involved? Looks like this time we may be a little bit deeper with Varane. Got to come back onside though, bro. Aston Villa's up for this game too, though. What the hell was that? Ooh, it went in. It's a goal, but maybe I think it may have got ruled out for offside. It was weird. It was trick play again. Tellez kind of touched it. They didn't know he touched it. Bruno kind of dribbled it and took a shot. I think they're checking VAR right now. And Martinez, as any good Arsenal goalkeeper would do. And yeah, he was clearly onside because Tyrone Mings is so far deep. Goes through his legs. Awkward bounce. It wasn't really the best of shots. I don't know. It almost felt like a shot cross. I wonder if Cavani's trying to claim it. So it was basically instead of a dead ball, it was a rotating ball. Is interesting. It's an interesting sort of weird trickery. It didn't quite work the first few attempts, but it did the second time. Now they got it. Now it'll be interesting to see the work rate of this team because there's no Rashford, there's no Ronaldo, two players that I think fans unfairly criticized for the lack of work rate. There's also no Anthony Martial in the squad, period. So I think he has been looking to leave in a big way. Didn't even give Ragnick a chance, which makes sense. It was his third or fourth manager here. Game under Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer. So I think Tony is checked out, and they're probably trying to find the best solution for him. Okay, this is where we get overrun in midfield if you're a United fan, because Aston Villa can knock it around much easily because Matic is slow as hell, and Fred is... I always think that he's very good defensively, but he really isn't. Gets knocked off the ball really easily. He's tenacious, runs around a lot, but doesn't have the best positional sense either. Here we go. Now Villa coming down their right side. And Villa is so good with the interchange. Number 10 for Villa kind of misplaced that pass because they had, I believe it's Cash who's open. Oh, yeah, Tyrone Mings really messed that up for Aston Villa because I think Cavani definitely got a touch. But Martinez, he made a good move for himself from Arsenal, though, because now with Ramsdale, I don't think he would have had much of a career at Arsenal anymore, but he's a Premier League starting goalkeeper. He's a very good goalkeeper, to be honest. He's not, elite maybe, but excellent goalkeeper. All right, here's Tellez again. I quite like the look of Tellez. Matic now trying to play through the Villa midfield. Okay, here we go again down the left-hand side. Anthony Elanga now. Did he get fouled again? No. The referee told him to get up. That's kind of like, you should not be playing for that. He's a young lad. He'll learn. Here comes Mr. Cash again. Gerrard is rearing to go, ready to hand out the beating to Manchester United, especially just given the kind of reception he got. Oh, God, Fred. First tackle, of course, is a foul. Yeah, I think, the guy who wanted to buy United but ended up buying Marseille, that one British dude, he cites Fred as the example of a transfer as to why he couldn't buy Manchester United, which is fair. It's not quite. No one really knows what he is good at. He's a good bench player. I don't think we should sell Fred. I think he can do a job for you, but there's nothing about the job that he's going to do that's going to be something world class. Okay, let's try and boot this out. Here we go. There's no outlet ball, I guess, now with Cavani leading the line. And there it goes. Fred loses possession to 3 Villa players. And they almost concede a really good chance. Villa still has the ball. They're working around. Okay, that was confusing by Douglas Luiz. I think he's anticipating someone running down the left or right side. There you go. For United, looks like Telles has picked up a knock. They don't really have that much on the bench today. They have 2 center backs, world's speediest guys, and Phil Jones and Harry Maguire. I like this conversation between Telles and Varane. Rafael Varane, he's a winner. He's a champion. He's here to do good in the English Premier League. That was a big signing for Manchester United because no one knew that the player of his caliber was actually wanting to come. And, people will say cynically that it was about the money, but no, I think he really does. He grew up a Rio Ferdinand fan, really wanted the club to do well. Here's Mason chasing. It says Mason now kind of leading the line. Who knows? That's not for a throw in. But I do think the one thing I keep thinking about is just, and I know it's only 10 minutes, 11 minutes in, there has to be a way to work Telles into the game plan when even Luke Shaw is starting. Because we don't really have creative wingers anyways at Manchester United. Here's such a good cross, but there's nobody in the middle because we have a pretty selfish sort of forward line. Fred has the ball, and that was good. Anthony Elanga he's got a vertical leap. It wasn't the best of crosses. It really had to do a lot to try and even get it on target, and he did well enough to get it close. Martinez felt like he had to at least dive for it, but he realized it's going wide, so pulled out at the end. Oh, Mr. Cash, number 2 for Villa. He's an interesting dude. Matt, I think it's Matty Cash, not Matt Cash. I apologize. So here we go. I think this defensive formation from United is still kind of suspect. Okay, I like that. Sometimes you just got to give it the old boot. Midfield really is not doing anything. Fernandez is not helping, I think, get control of the situation. Elanga is too young. Matic is good, but it's not the best pass back to Varane. Okay, David De Gea has it now. Is going to Fred. Please clear it, my man. This is going to be a very closely fought game. Let's see. Okay, so Villa are playing, pretty high line. And it's almost like a front 3 that is kind of narrow. But they press the ball pretty well, okay? Anthony Elanga, what a ball from Telles. Oh, Elanga needs a little bit more experience. I wonder if this is where Sancho may have just lit the Villa defense on fire. I think he's settling into the English game. We've seen, flashes of why Manchester United paid so much money for him. But he still probably needs to get adjusted and, maybe gets his fitness to where Ragnick wants it to. This coach does believe in training performances, training pitch performances more than I think the previous coach never took training himself, did he? That was more like Favorites FC. But Villa are definitely in this game. This is not in any way a convincing Manchester United performance, or the fact that Manchester United may have the quality on the pitch to make this a one-sided game. They don't. Fernandes tried a good long through ball to Darmian, and he just kind of got out-muscled. Wasn't able to connect. So you're seeing some, aggression in terms of mindset from these Manchester United players, but I think Aston Villa are doing pretty well, soaking it up. When they have the ball, they don't look troubled at all. They're picking their passes very easily, and now they're coming down the left-hand side. Maybe that's a good interception by Victor Lindelof, I believe. So Mr. Digne from Everton, he's a dangerous fella. He's a pretty solid Premier League starter, creative sort of left back. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, Villa have plenty of time on the ball. This is, I think, kind of like Ragnick has sent out a scrappy team that has some semblance of a strategy to it, but mostly just stay compact, go deep if you need to. Don't really worry about keeping possession as much as being organized to not lose possession. I think, one of the things that keeps coming to my mind is if he had Sancho instead of Elanga today, would that have made a difference? Because Telles clearly is having a good time down the left-hand side, and he's different. I mean, Luke Shaw is probably one of the best left backs in the Premier League, but I think Telles is. Oh, there you go. Federico Gonzalez takes the ball off the center backs and basically gives it back to Aston Villa. He is just so out of touch, I think. Here we go. Not Matt, it's Matty Cash. That is a cool last name, though. Cash. And I think it's probably Matty Cash, inspired by Johnny Cash, possibly. There we go. Okay. I like Matic between the two center backs much better than Fred. Because Federico is that's kind of like a long ball cross that Victor Lindelof tried. He's kind of more accurate than that. The idea was not bad to try and pick out Cavani, but the final ball was pretty terrible. There you go. The conceded possession to Villa again. And Villa have plenty of opportunity to just work it through the middle of the park. Because, again, Matic is slow. He's kind of dropping between the center backs, and Fred he's not the best at positioning. He's not really the best at passing or breaking up play or tackling. He's just, a good Premier League bench player that starts for one of the most expensive squads in the country. And they never press. That's the interesting part about Manchester United is they never press as a team. So you could see they're pressing towards the right, but not through the middle. Here we go. De Gea critics are going to say, well, he boots it long, too many times. That's the kind of craziness, I guess, the British press creates. Dean Henderson is an excellent goalkeeper, deserves to start in the Premier League. Probably not for Manchester United, but any other day you look at statistics. Well, is De Gea's era of goalkeeping over because he doesn't come off his line as much? And I'm like, bruh, have you seen the saves the man's made? Yes, he may not be the best goalkeeper with his feet, but does he need to be the best goalkeeper with his feet? Oh my God, this has to be in. I don't know how they missed that. Martinez, like I said, he's an excellent goalkeeper. He may not be De Gea Allison level, but he's excellent. And what a sweet man. This is a sexy cross by Tellez. And Cavani attacked it on the front post, maybe picked up a knock, and then Mason tried to get the rebound in, but Martinez was so quick off his line. Excellent goalkeeping. Excellent defending as well. It's a beautiful cross, but I think Cavani may have done his ankle here. That is not good news for Manchester United. Maybe Mings stepped on it, or Cavani is down, ladies and gentlemen. And this one seems real bad. This does not seem like a small injury. He's rolled off the pitch, I believe. Are they checking for a penalty? Maybe. If he had gotten a little bit more contact on it, it was definitely a goal. Tellez so far is man of the match. I feel like he's been good defensively and just excellent at creating. Let's hope this is not as serious as it looks. Just look at that ball between two defenders to get it up and then get it to Cavani. And is it Konsa or is it one of the central midfielders who he basically stepped on Cavani as soon as Cavani touched? Oh, it was Matty Cash maybe. Is it knock is one of those, but it can be sometimes pretty bad in football, you know. And I think Cavani is kind of limping, trying to walk it off. We'll see, because the bench for United today is old and weak and slow. There's only two people really you could bring on to make a difference, Donny possibly and Sancho. And wow, that's just catching practice, man. Come on. Premier League level, you would expect a better corner kick than that. And now United are down to 10 players and retreating massively. So Villa, like I said, I mean, Villa have struggled a little bit in the final third, but like honestly, they have the whole world in front of them when it comes to just passing through United's midfield. Defensively, United are doing okay, not as bad as before. Oh, Mason, generational talent that he is, showing some of that skill set. All right, get the right pass in, man. All right, Bruno, don't waste this boy. All right, Elanga, it's on you now. Where's Tellez? You don't have. See, this is where United almost sometimes have too many forwards and not enough wingers. Because Elanga, if he was just a pure out-and-out winger, should have just taken that down the touchline and tried to crack a ball in. But because it wasn't Tellez, it was Elanga, and he's kind of like a converted forward, much like Rashford and Greenwood. So maybe at the Manchester United Academy, they need to get better at this. And of course, ball goes to Fred and goes back to Aston Villa. All right, there you go, Lindelof. Ooh, this is Oli ball right now. Fred giving it away, Lindelof giving it away. And Villa can now, I think Villa have realized they can kind of slow this down, work it from side to side through the middle, really create like clear openings. Because Danny Ings is a killer. Danny Ings can finish. And there you go. Good ball. Good thought process there from the right-hand side of Aston Villa's attack. It's that Rolls-Royce center back who may wonder if he's going to play in the Europa League next year. I really hope, just for the sake of big teams, that United are able to make the Champions League, because folks like Rafael Varane, Ronaldo, I mean, they don't deserve to be in the Europa League. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Again, Aston Villa are bossing it around pretty easily. And United also have no pace. They have pace on the sides of the forward line, but Elanga, I think, is just too young to do anything. And the referee played advantage there. I think United were probably hoping for some sort of a penalty shout, maybe. Okay. This is interesting. So Varane wins the header from Danny Ings, falls to Matic. He goes out towards the right-hand side. Greenwood trying to find Elanga. Okay, I think this is where this youth. Oh, there you go. Square ball, just give it away. Stop them if you were trying to compete here, Man United. But yeah, there is so much to fix this really expensive squad. And it seems like the academy training is more like individual play in the forward line than like understanding patterns of play, understanding creating chances, which I think the City Academy is really good at. You see that's a pipeline. You look at their FA Cup game. They all know how to pass, how to think, how to break defenses down, essentially, how to retain possession. I think in this game, I don't know the stats, maybe I can look them up, but possession has basically been with Villa for the most part. They're just kind of knocking it around side to side, trying to find their openings. And Villa do have like a very fluid sort of front six, back six, like their three midfielders are fairly decent at going forward, fairly good at bringing it back. And then the front three are sort of rotate and can all finish and create, except Danny Ings, I guess, is more out and out number 9 sort of striker. Which I'm surprised. I thought he may go to Liverpool or even Tottenham if Harry Kane was sold. He's found himself in a much, in a club with a bigger history than Southampton, I guess. I don't quite know how much bigger. I guess Aston Villa is a bigger club for sure. So here we go. Here's Matty Cash. He's been given a lot of license today. So this has been about 4 or 5 minutes of just good possession from Aston Villa. And, of course, Fred leaves a hole behind him in the midfield. All right. So United have somehow won the ball back and given it back in the same 2 dribbles. I don't know what the rules are in the Premier League for head injuries, but clearly Diego Dalot hit his head hard there. Yeah, I wonder what kind of protocols they need to install. Coutinho's already warming up. Maybe he'll be like a halftime substitute. He's going to run through this Manchester United 3 like knife through butter, because the midfield really is not fast, not good at anything. Montage is, of course, an excellent player, but he's paired with Fred, and Fred really hasn't done much except turn the ball over a few times. So I think Coutinho is going to pick it up in that channel between the center midfield and defense, and Aston Villa already have such a fluid formation. He's going to be able to he's really going to be able to make a difference, I think. So I'm worried. I think with him, they may even be able to score 2 or 3 goals. And, they could score even before he comes on the pitch, but definitely when he comes on, it's going to be a very, 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 here we go. Okay, Dalot is not that seemed like a malicious tackle. I guess rightfully a yellow card for Digne on the right at the edge of the box. These are the sort of free kicks that your forward creative players are going to want and probably waste. But that was pretty aggressive. I don't know. Maybe he's mad about the clash of the heads from earlier. That was pretty aggressive, I have to admit. I think this is where I would probably prefer the left footer, because at least there's a risk or there's a threat that it could be a shot on goal. But I don't think Telles has earned those stripes yet in Manchester United, so it's probably going to be old Bruno Fernandes trying to whip it in. But this is the kind of opportunity where you hope that they create a clear-cut chance, even if they don't take it. But it's very likely it's going to sail over the bar or be some dumb routine from the training ground that hits the wall. Because this is also the kind of place with all these number 10s and number 9s like to, okay. That was good. At least it hit his palms. Mason Greenwood, man. He's an excellent, excellent player. So it was a good free kick. I was wrong. So Telles, he went right for goal. I feel like this is where if you tried to go for the back post, maybe somebody could have got a head on it, but he kind of ended up in the center of the goal. And the follow-up, Mason Greenwood has lightning feet. Almost put it in. It was a very good shot he took. Probably got deflected, but the referee gave a goal kick. So here we go, Aston Villa again. Plenty of time on the ball. Man, Fred you can just slip a ball by him, through him, at him, and he'll give it to you. He is having a horror of a game. I think Ragnick really needs to think about what to do in the second half. Because old Freddie, and I love him, he's a good person, happy pastor, But, yeah, Ragnick still looks a little disappointed. I don't see the pseudo-owner of Manchester. Oh, there he is, Darren Fletcher, He's secretly related to the Glaziers. Maybe he's married to one of their family members or has an affair or something. Because I don't understand why the hell is this guy, who was a good player, but I don't think even has had a coaching badge yet. Somehow he's the technical director of football. Patrice Evra said that he was offered that job too. So jobs for the boys, I guess, is something that Ed Woodward is a big believer in. Man, like at best, if they get it all right, I think United are probably 5 years away from a title. But that still is a very optimistic scenario, which means that maybe I also think that relies on Manchester City and Newcastle making some mistakes. Well, Newcastle have to survive or, put a plan together that helps them come back and then really go for it. Manchester City and Chelsea have actually done a great job of using their owners' money very well. United probably could have spent more, but they've spent so poorly. See, they're just like no structure in this club, right? Like, all right, Matic got a yellow card. I think that was a professional foul. He had to do that because Bruno got too cute. Even though Danny Ings really wasn't going to break away from anybody. When you got, when you got somebody who's slow or somebody slow as hell. You're slow as hell. Probably got to. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that United suffers from, right? Like they always give up a couple of really good free kick opportunities. And I think if you remember back to the game on Monday, this is kind of where Villa got their chances. And Villa already has 2 or 3 people that are behind the offsides line. Mason, just kick it out, bro. Oh, don't give it to Federico. Okay, Federico. Okay, that's a good tackle. They tried to play it out of the back. I think this is something Ragnick had mentioned in the Young Boys game, right? Like he wants sometimes you just kind of clear the danger. And the end result would be the same. They would have the other team would have the ball, but okay. So, man, you wonder how could you spend so much money as a team and have Fred and Matic starting a very important Premier League game. There you go. Turnover of possession, no speed in midfield. Clear shot from Ollie Watkins. He could have done more. He should have scored there, honestly. That was... And that's right. Like, you want to be a top 4 team, and this is your midfield duo, and then you're defensively so unorganized that within 10 seconds of turning the ball over, Ollie Watkins, I mean, come on, lad, put that in. You're by yourself on one side of David De Gea's post. How did you get that open? Who the hell knows? Oh, look at that. That's what Villa need to do. Just keep dribbling through the midfield. For some reason, United are not going to play Donny or anyone with any skill. Ooh, wow. That was Martinez saved them there, and Matic with the follow-through was really poor. Victor Lindelof, get it to Tellez. All right, let's go, boys. Let's get some. I'd love to see some attacking, patterns of play. All right, there you go. Everybody get in the middle. Tellez is crossing. There you go. This could be a real good opportunity for Aston Villa. Okay, Matic was able to get a foot in, slow it down, but they still may get the ball here. Is that Bruno is deep? Bruno also has never That's the other thing this team has, is just a bunch of players who can never strategically, Gundogan would clear it when he needs to, pass it when he needs to, play cute when he needs to. Bruno and even Pogba sometimes can really get caught trying to play cute when the situation is not calling for a cute pass or a cute 1-2. You're supposed to boot it away. All right. I like that he's dropping deep, but also, what the hell was that, Bruno? Ragnick is disappointed too, because that was just a stupid giveaway. Like, there's so much you can do. I quite like him. I think people have started. I mean, people are not going to be fair to him because he's not British and he's not like Ole. He's not telling every journalist how cute and beautiful they are, and giving all these sources. All right, here you go. This is probably going to be a good shot for Villa to score. Because one thing we know is that Manchester United does not like to defend set pieces. So all you need to do is get a good ball in. And I also think it's a must-win, because if they don't win today, then they'll be about 4 or 5 points off of Arsenal. I think we have a game in hand in West Ham, who United play in a couple of games or a couple of weeks. Here you go. There you go. Almost in, huh? Wow. Talk about a team that doesn't like to defend corners. How could you let that ball bounce 7 times and go out for another corner, not boot it away? And Mings, I guess Cavani is going to cover him one-on-one. And they have Konsa, who's basically on the goal line. So I think the best hope here is somebody follows David De Gea, or it's just a bad cross in. Because, oh man, Fred is going to try and stop Ollie Watkins. This is a bad team composition. There you go. World-class save from David De Gea. It's like not even a surprise, right? Is it? Oh, there you go. Another free kick. Then they give another free kick away, so there's going to be another shot on goal from Aston Villa. Look at that. How did he stop that? Who was it who got free? Was it Ollie Watkins? Oh, no, it was Lucas, I think. He was able to shake off his marker. Okay. So that's what it is. Spend all these millions, but just no effort, no willpower to stop corners. Okay, this is going to be another dangerous situation. I think Villa would really more than a 50% chance here to at least trouble. They go back post. This is what they did on Monday. They went back post. Okay, I'm going to try and get another deep ball in this time. Wow, man. Why would you even need to play against this team? Just let United play against United and they'll get you the ball. There you go. Another in the middle. Fred. Just give it back to Villa. Come on, man. Do your job, I guess. Okay, there's no one helping Delo on the right side. Okay, now Cavani, of all players, is trying to help out. Elanga, just boot it deep. That's what you do. Excellent. Sometimes it should have been past the last defender, right? So you got some time to organize and figure out what you need to do defensively. Okay, here you go. Elanga is now trying to take away an option. Again, they're not pressing as a team. Some of this is just comedy, I swear to God, I am certainly it's sad because I know some of these players really want to be professional footballers and care and put in the effort and are not good enough. But some of them are just like, come on, man. Like, how can you intercept the ball in the middle of the field and give it right back? And Villa took a quick free kick that they weren't ready for it. Here you go, towards the middle, Varane. And again, there's nobody closing down the people on the side of the box. This is a clear. Oh, he just overhit it. Matty Cash was in. Because again, I think they really are crying out for proper wingers, not forwards. Play Mason Greenwood as a 9. Sancho actually has some of those abilities of tracking back, understanding the game. And they need like speed and strength. And yeah, look at that. So this guy was basically unmarked, who basically, number 10, he thought he had scored, old Mr. David De Gea somehow stopped. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they are just poor, man. Like literally, Villa crossed from one side to the other beyond the box, and there's no Manchester United player defending their right side. Here we go. This is going to be a good shot by somebody. Oh, wow. Somehow Cavani, and he took a big hit there. He towed it away at the last minute. It was Bruno. Ooh. This has to be heart-wrenching for Manchester United fans. Why did Danny Ings leave that? I think maybe he got a little too cute. So Ralph definitely needs to bring on anyone to help out Matic and Fred. Unless there's just no one available. I fucking put Phil Jones in there. Somebody who can muscle some people off the ball, keep the ball, pass the ball, defend properly, not just make it impossible to stop chances from being created. Because again, it's just one after the other. All right, here we go. Mason, make the right call, man. Cavani, Mason. Go to the left-hand side, bro. It's Tony Alonga. This is also where they miss Martial, and it's a pity that Martial. Oh, that was uncalled for by Matty Cash through the back. I guess he didn't raise his foot too high, but that was unnecessary. That's the kind of stoppage that usually gets you a yellow card in FIFA. That in the Premier League and actual life, they have to think about what stadium they're in. Referees are human, players are human. Okay. So far, Fred has been horrible. Telles has actually been excellent. Elanga has not been bad. Matic has struggled mightily, if I may say so. So he really needs to change this up. I know like Donnie isn't strong or whatever, but he cannot be worse than how these two are playing right now. And it's only going to get worse because Coutinho is going to come in and he's going to be between the midfield and the defense. And that's just going to create more and more opportunities. Ilanga, that was a bad fall in the back. All right, can they go to the half of the lead? Do whatever. I think he's dropped Bruno in midfield. Because clearly the game is beyond Matic and Fred. It is unbelievable that they won't buy a midfielder in January. Because there's no point in waiting till the end of this. Whoa. There you go. Probably second world-class save of the night. Is this mouse not working? There you go. Yeah, I could Could have scored on your Villa debut. God, Fred, give it away again. Got it back again, give it away again. I think now United are just trying to get to half after conceding 2 just incredibly dumb opportunities. Villa should have probably scored both. Okay. Fred got muscled again. There you go. This is the wrong person to have this on the white. Oh, wow. Alrighty. Oh, man. What is happening? Let's go back to Google live stream. Wow, that should have been a goal. He hit it so sweet. All right, y'all. It's been real. Looks like the half's coming to an end, possibly. I mean, there's definitely more goals in this game. Oh, Villa may have a situation at center back. Maybe a back problem? Yes, well, I missed out on the last couple of minutes here in the half, but it's been real. It's been an action-packed game. United have had some good shot opportunities, but Villa's basically dominated. Not really a good United performance in any way, but they need to fix the midfield. I mean, it's too slow, too sloppy, too easy to walk through, pass through, hustle through. So that's where it's at. And let's hope for better if you're a United fan, and more of the same if you're a Villa fan, maybe more clinical. I think Coutinho is going to put United's asses on their back. So we'll see what happens. So thank you all. Bye.